That's right. As Mo Khan laughs and giggles in the background, as only Mo Khan can, it is time, once again, for our weekly edition of GamePoints Rendez-Vous. This is our weekly lady segment, and our lady of significance this evening is Sarah Karp-Ward. She is a self-described fashionista and baconista, which is interesting, from New York, now living in Montreal, working for Playboy Plus Entertainment, social media strategist. Strategist. Good Lord. We now welcome her into the program. You can follow her as well on twitter.com/Sarah Karp-Ward. Hi, Sarah. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm very well. Very well, thank you, other than my inability to talk, which is fairly key on radio.
Strategist is a very hard word to pronounce.
Yeah, I feel like Will Ferrell doing George W. and should have said strategery.
There you go. Even better. That's my new title.
Thank you for coming on the program.
Thank you for having me.
And so you're aware of how this works? You've had a couple of listens to previous segments, or?
Oh yeah, I mean the Kenny G's on. I'm ready to go.
You know what I'm saying? It's pretty good, right?
Oh yeah, I'm having some '90s flashbacks. My mom playing some smooth jazz throughout the house. Some
maybe people wearing perms.
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, here we go. This is how this works. Mo Khan is here in studio. He is my co-host. Mo, you want to say hello? I don't know. He's working. He's tweeting on his phone. Can you get into this, please?
Hi, Sarah. How are you doing today?
Good. How are you, Mo?
I'm very well, thank you.
Okay, and we have our intern. He likes to call himself the people's intern. Stefano Micella is here as well.
So is he my intern too?
By default for the segment, he could be, sure.
Amazing.
All right.
The people implies everybody.
Oh, that's true.
I do have some tasks, so send him over here after.
Oh, wow. Look at you. Stefano already winning. Very nice. Very nice. All right, well, this is how it works. One question each from the panel here, and then following that, it's ladies' choice. You can either pick one of us to ask a question to you, or you can ask one of us a question.
Oh.
Now, that wasn't the hard part. I'm just explaining the rules.
Okay.
You all right?
The brain, the wheels are ticking in my brain, so.
Oh, all right. Well, that's a good thing, right?
Always.
Okay. I'm going to start it off. Now, you are from New York. You're now living in Montreal. What do Montreal guys have that New York guys don't?
Funny accents? Just kidding.
Wow. Sweet. Way to alienate every listener.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of the difference. I love New York, but I feel like New York men have a crazy selection of women there. There's more women than men in New York, and the women that move to New York are always like ridiculously. Not that Montreal women are beautiful, but like they're all like supermodels. So I feel like New York guys have egos and are kind of have been ruined by like the way New York works, and Montreal guys have not been ruined yet. So I'm all for Montreal guys.
All right, well, that was the worst answer ever in the history of GamePoints Rendezvous. No, I'm just kidding.
I try.
All right, that was all right. Mo Khan.
They have poutine, I guess.
Okay, I don't want to influence your decision for later on, but Mo is a guy who's wearing sweatpants. I know you're a fashionista, so just trying to stack the deck a little bit. Go ahead, Mo.
It's very cold in the studio. My question to you, Sarah, is this. If Hugh Hefner came up to you and said, I'd like to have you on the cover of the Playboy magazine, what month would you want to be?
Oh, I think I would go with the January-February issue because it's a double issue, and I would have more time for people to pay attention to me. And I also feel like more people are paying attention to the magazine then because it's after the holidays and everyone's broke. So they're like, what are you going to do? I'm going to read magazines. It's winter.
Wow, that's a pretty good answer. It sounds like you work for Playboy Plus Entertainment. Oh, wait, you do.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Third question. Here it comes from Stefano Micella. Go ahead, Stefano.
All right, Sarah, as a fashionista, what's your favorite look for a man?
I'm sorry. He said that very serious, as though you were, an architect, and he was asking you a building question or something.
Well, I'm trying to respect the guest here, Matthew.
All right, fair enough.
I am into a nice roll, but like a proper roll on your pants. A button down, but like nothing douchey. Nothing that you would accidentally pop your collar on when you're out at the club. And loafers with no socks.
Really? So basically you want to date Dawn Johnson is what you're looking for, essentially, right?
Yeah, sure.
She doesn't know who that is, I bet you.
Yes, Dawn Johnson,
all right.
Of course.
All right, just checking.
Miami Vice.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah. I didn't say turquoise and a white suit though. So.
All right. It is now ladies' choice. You can pick one of us to ask you one more question, or you can ask any one of us a question.
Oh, man. I think I'm going to go with you, Matthew, because you're the one who reached out to me, and you were very confused by Playboy being in Montreal, so I'm going to pick you. Feel free to ask me.
Everybody's laughing hysterically here in the studio.
Your tweet to me was, why is a Playboy girl in Montreal?
Yes, exactly. They're all laughing at me here in the studio because you called me confused. So, no, essentially, you're working for Playboy Plus Entertainment. You're a New Yorker. Why are you in Montreal? It was all very confusing to me.
I'm still confused myself. I'm still confused myself.
All right, so you've chosen me. Are you asking me a question, or do I have to ask you one more question?
You know what? Ask me a question.
All right. A lot of pressure on me now. Wow.
Yeah, it better be good.
Good Lord.
Yeah, Matt.
That's a lot of
it
pressure.
better be good.
All right. What is your favorite Playboy program to watch?
Oh, God. That's an easy question. It's actually, it's two.
Okay.
So I'm really into, we have these programs that are, reality programs.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, you know when there's this one foursome that's awesome. It takes two guys, two girls, puts them in the house for the night. And you know in, the Fifth Wheel and all those dating shows, when they start hooking up and they turn the cameras off and you're like, what's happening now? What's happening now? What are they doing? Well, our cameras, don't stop. So you see everything that happens. So I'm really into foursome. And then there's this other fantastic show called Swingers. And Swingers is...
Is it self-explanatory? Do I have to say you, or is there going to be
No, it's a house of veteran swingers, and then a couple that is interested in swinging, signs a contract that what happens in the swing house stays in the swing house. And basically, whatever their fantasy is, gets to come true.
Huh.
I'm really into, the reality-based shows, like women are. I feel like it's porn for women, but not in, a cheesy porn way. There's a storyline, and women love reality, so it's taking reality shows to the next level.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Fair enough.
Those are my choices.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for choosing me. I'm starting to climb up the ladder here. Very nice in our standings, so that's great. And
you're less confused now?
I'm less confused.
Oh.
You gave me I've spent less time with predominant athlete or dominant athletes and celebrities on the phone trying to get information on them than I did with you today. It was 20 minutes of getting your personal history. It was unbelievable.
I just like to get it all out there.
Yeah.
Take what you want with it, figure it out.
Yeah, I went through your process of getting a work visa, and it was all very, very, very in depth. So I appreciate your time today, and we welcome you belatedly to Montreal.
Thank you.
Enjoy your time here, and perhaps you and Mo can discuss sweatpants in person sometime.
Fantastic.
Thank you very much, Sarah. I really appreciate your time.
Thank you for having me.
All right.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye. There you go. That's Sarah Karp-Ward. You can follow her on Twitter.com/Sarah Karp-Ward. There you go, boys. That's how it's done. The veteran gets it done. Thank you very much.
You always seem to be chosen out of pity, though.
That's not true.
Yeah.
That's not true. That's not true.
You get called out on something.
That's not true. She was wooed, and she was appreciative of my interest in her.